would you bow your heads, please, for a moment of silent prayer, please. Thank you. Let me stand in the pledge of allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Newton County Board of Education combined work session with our regular meeting. This date of Tuesday, October the 11th. Have some special recognition?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, we do. Each year, Georgia School Superintendent Richard Woods encourages students from across the state to apply for the opportunity to serve on his Student Advisory Council. This year, more than 800 students applied. After reviewing their applications and essay answers, which focused on their ideas for public education, Superintendent Woods selected 108 students to serve on his council, including 2 from the Newton County school system. These students will meet with Superintendent Woods throughout the school year to discuss the impact of state policies in the classroom, as well as other issues related to education. Students, when I call your name, please come forward to accept your certificate. Ralph Brown. Ralph is an 11th grade student at Eastside High School and the Newton College and Career Academy STEM Institute. He is a member of the Key Club, the STEM Stars Club, the Junior Classical League, the Yearbook Team, and the Helen Ruffin Reading Bowl team. Ralph also serves on the NCCA Associate Board of Directors. Congratulations, Ralph, on being selected to serve on the State Superintendent Student Advisory Council. Zachary Falla. Zachary is an 11th grade student at the Academy of Liberal Arts at Newton High School. He is a member of the Newton High School Rambassadors, participates in Ram Cycling, the school's recycling program, and also plays varsity soccer. Congratulations, Zachary, on being selected to serve on the State Superintendent Student Advisory Council. I'd like to personally commend Ralph and Zachary. To be selected from 800 applicants indicates the essays and ideas that you have submitted were extremely impressive. By serving on the State School Superintendent Student Advisory Council, Ralph and Zachary will each provide an important voice for their fellow students, not only here in the Newton County school system, but also for students from across the entire state of Georgia. Congratulations to each of you for taking the initiative to apply and to serve on this very, very important council. Congratulations again. Mr. Chairman, that concludes our special recognition for you.
Thank you. At this time, I'd like for the parents and other relatives of the students to please stand, please. Okay, we as the Newton County Board of Education would like to thank you for your support that you've given these students during their school attendance here in Newton County, and you should be all proud of them. Thank you very much. Let's give them a round of applause. Okay, at this point of our program, those of you who would like to leave, you may do so. We'd like for you to stay, but we're going to go through our agenda at this time, and but if you want to leave, you can, you may. This will be a good time to leave.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations again.
We have any public participation? Having none, go to the agenda. I need a motion to approve the agenda.
I'd like to make a motion to amend the agenda.
Okay, you have a motion to amend the agenda.
Yeah, under new business, item C, I believe we need to delete the word renewal.
Okay, we have a motion to amend the agenda on item C. Do I have a second?
Second.
Do I have any concerns or discussion? Having none, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
All opposed, same, motion carries. Need approval to approve the minutes, please, a motion to approve the minutes.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Johnson, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Bailey. Any concerns or discussions? Having none, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
All opposed, the same. Motion carries. Superintendent's report. Dr. Lockhart?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, members of the board, business and finance, item 1, the school system, SPOS for distribution is $939,000, which is an increase of $24,000 from last month's collection. The average for the first 19 months of SPOS 4 collection is $900,000. The monthly average for SPOS 3 was $881,000. The August title ad valorem tax collection was $26,000. The rate of expenditures is slightly better than last year with 25.65% of funds expended compared to 25.95% in fiscal year 16. The beginning fund balance for fiscal year 2017 is now up to date. Facilities. The Port Performing Arts Center held its inaugural event on Sunday, October 2nd, and the ribbon cutting ceremony for the facility was held on Wednesday, October 5th, 2016. Procurement. The procurement department has added a production level color machine at the copy center. This will allow faculty and staff to produce color print jobs at a 70 to 80% less than the average retail cost for color copying. Pupil transportation. In September, our school buses traveled approximately 324,000 miles. 2, the average per gallon cost for diesel fuel purchase during September was $1.99. Happy to announce item 3, Georgia School Bus Drivers Appreciation Day is Monday, October 17th, 2016. As school is not in session on this day, the school system will recognize school bus drivers on Friday, October 14th, 2016. Last item there, item 4, Elvis, the Safety Island School Bus Safety Team have visited all elementary schools. Elvis and the team visit all elementary schools, allowing students to participate in the SOAR School Bus Safety Program. School nutrition, item of note, item 2, in September, 143,000 breakfast meals were served. That's an average of 6,814 breakfast served each day. Item 3, in September, 283,000 lunches were served. That's an average of about 13,000 lunches served each day. Item 4, fresh local produce items were featured on the menu at all grade levels. Items featured included Georgia-grown peaches and watermelon. Just for your knowledge, item 5, September 28th was World School Milk Day, a program that promotes daily consumption of milk as part of a healthy diet. Classroom nutrition education resources were sent to schools as part of this promotion. And that concludes items from the operations report, unless there are questions.
Any questions for any of the board members? If not, I need a motion to approve as presented, item A under operations.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Coggins, second by Ms. Baker. Any concerns or discussion? Having none, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
All opposed, same, motion carries. Item B.
Item D, Mr. Chairman, what I'd like to do is to read portions of the CIT report and let me give you the enrollment report first, then portions of the CIT report, and then we'll go into a presentation by Dr. Jordan. The enrollment report, as of October the 6th, is 19,680 students. The same time last year, we were at 19,728, so that's a difference of about 48 students. The CIT report, a lot of good news to share on this one. Item number 1, September 28th, Newton County Theme School was named a 2016 National Blue Ribbon School in the exemplary high performing schools category. Only 8 schools in Georgia achieved this honor. Schools in this performance category are among the highest performing schools as measured by state or nationally normed assessments. NCTS will be honored at a national ceremony in Washington DC next month. Item 2, on September 27th, the Georgia DOE released the 2016 SAT results. This year, NCSS increased in all areas, including the composite score. Alcovia High School observed increases in reading, math, and their composite score increased 7 points. Eastside High School increased in all 4 areas, with its largest gain, 47 points, in the area of mathematics. Newton High School observed increases in reading and writing, with a 13-point improvement in the school's composite score. Item 3, over 20 NCSS middle school VEX IQ robotics teams and over 30 NCSS elementary teams competed in their first competition for the 16-17 school year on October 1st. All participants had a great day, with the following schools qualifying for the state competition to be held in March. NCTS had 2 middle school teams, Liberty Middle School had 2 teams, Flint Hill had a team, and Rocky Plains had a team that all saw success there. Item 4, under support activities, Ms. Carol Martin, our lead nurse, along with all school nurses, attended the asthma-friendly schools training. The goal is for all Newton County schools to be certified as asthma-friendly schools. Ms. Cumming and Ms. Martin, Ms. Cumming is our student services coordinator, and Ms. Martin, lead nurse, assisted with the community fair for immigration on Saturday, September 16th at the Newton College and Career Academy. All secondary school counselors participated in Georgia Futures and Georgia Career Information System training at the Board of Education. Both platforms are new this year, and that's why I'm bringing that before you now. Georgia Futures is the former Georgia 411. This platform is crucial for managing transcripts for the Georgia Hope Scholarship, FAFSA, and college applications. GCIS is used to complete the Georgia Careers law requirements for students in grades 6-12. Item 8, all school social workers, counselors, and support staff attended the youth bereavement training hosted by Project Aware. Item 10, September 17th, the Esau Department hosted a community fair for immigrant students and their families at NCCA. Several immigrant families attended and were provided information from the following organizations: Life Wireless Company, Newton County Library System, Newton County Health Department, Georgia Department of Driver Services, Work Innovation Opportunity Act, Carmichael's Pharmacy, the Newton County School System, GLAHR, Georgia Piedmont, Newton County Sheriff's Office, and the Latin American Association. And I just want to read that just to show you some of the partners that we have here who are working hard with us. In addition to that, at Herb Nixon, our ESOL teacher, she provided informational meetings for parents of English learning students during the month, and those teachers have also started celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month throughout the district now. Item 12, Dr. Gilda Lyman, STEM program specialist from the Georgia DOE, visited the STEM Institute, NCCA STEM Institute, on September the 22nd. She was very impressed with the STEM program and assigned a date, December the 7th, for their official STEM certification visit. After a successful visit in December, the school will become only the 10th STEM certified high school in Georgia. 2 more items to bring to your attention. Item 16, Mr. Rodale Lewis, he is Special Education Elementary Coordinator, implemented behavior boot camp for 2 elementary schools beginning in September and will continue through February. The teachers will first work on identifying baseline data for selected students to determine interventions that are needed, interventions when implemented based upon the identified behaviors, and the data collection that will continue. So we're really excited about seeing what he'll be able to yield from that particular program. The last thing to bring to your attention is item 18. Newton County 21st Century CCLC programs received 2 inaugural Century Awards from the Georgia Department of Education. The State Department identified the top 10% of grantees demonstrating the highest overall achievement. The awards were granted based on attendance and outcome instituted to acknowledge programs' overall outstanding success in student achievement, meeting program objectives, average daily attendance, and overall progress. And again, and these things will just highlight some of the great things that are going on in the school system at this time. Are there any questions about this report?
Any questions? Okay, this time I need a motion to approve item B as presented, please.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Johnson, do I have a second?
So moved.
Second by Ms. Coggins. Any discussions or concerns? Having none, all in favor, aye? Aye. All opposed, same. Motion carries.
At this time, Mr. Chair, members of the board, we have a presentation from Dr. Allison Jordan regarding mobility rate.
Thank you.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman and members of the board, and thank you for the opportunity to provide an update this evening on mobility rates of the students throughout the district. We have in front of you here the 5-year trend report of mobility rates by grade level for the district. And as mentioned, this same time last year when we provided the first presentation on mobility rates, and the 30% mark is a critical mark for student achievement. When we reach a 30% mobility rate, student achievement declines. And the most recent year is represented by the green bar to the left of each of those categories. You can see throughout the district, across all grade levels, we have had a slight increase in mobility rates. A different view of the report listed here on the left, we have, as of May 26, 2016, the end of the school year, mobility rates by grade level. And comparing that to where we are right now, we are very mindful of this. We keep an eye on this to determine, increases, decreases, and what we need to do to assist students who are highly mobile. Right now, based on current numbers, we are on target to pretty much end up at the same place at the end of this year with those mobility rates. And then another interesting way to look at this is to look at the map of Newton County, the location of the schools, and I know that you can't read this exactly, up close and where you are right now, but the highest mobility rates that we observe occur on the west side of the district where we are heavily populated, and we do see a lot of mobile students in those schools.
Can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
How's the mobility rate determined?
Okay, the mobility rate is determined. It's based on the number of students who withdraw at any point during the year. So we take a snapshot of current enrollment, look at those movement patterns based on withdrawal codes, add those up, divide by the total overall enrollment to generate these percentages.
Okay.
So any student moving at any time throughout the year impacts student achievement, even if it's moving from one school to another in the district.
Okay. Thank you.
And we have to keep a very close eye on that. And that concludes the presentation. Okay. Any questions?
Yes, I have one.
Yes, sir.
Can we identify the rate within the district separate from those that are moving out?
Yes, sir.
I have have a question to add to Eddie's question that I actually wrote down. Eddie, we thinking alike tonight.
I do copy sometimes.
With that, since ninth grade had the largest trend, I actually like to see the ninth grade numbers of that.
So within the district,
Mhm.
numbers, and then ninth grade specifically.
Yeah, let me see eighth and ninth, just for questions that I get from students
Okay,
and parents.
yes, I'll be glad to get that information
Okay.
for you.
One of them, I hate to go back where the graphs were.
Mhm.
That I think is the first slide.
Yes,
You said the green on the left.
on the right, I meant on the right.
Okay, I was looking for it.
I apologize for that.
Okay, sorry about that.
Several presentations today. Any other questions or any other data?
Yes, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
The data that you're collecting, is there any way to determine the number of students that remain within our school system versus the number of new students that's moving in?
Yes, sir, we can look at that and generate those numbers as well.
Because I think it's important that sometimes that can affect our scores when you get new students in. We don't have any rough idea where they may be coming from and how their grades were during the time they were attending, what other school they were attending at that time.
Okay. All right. I'll
Thank-
be glad to get that.
Thank you very much.
Uh-huh.
Any other questions? Okay, thank you. Ms. Fair, we have no old business. We'll move to new business. Item A,
Item A, purchase of band instruments and accessories. The superintendent recommends band instruments and accessories needed for middle and high schools be purchased from Music and Arts of Frederick, Maryland. Each middle and high school was allocated funds based on student enrollment for the replacement of band instruments and accessories. The school system will use the Cooperative Purchasing Network, a national purchasing cooperative, to purchase the band equipment. The schools and costs are reflected in the chart below. And so those schools are listed for you. The cost is about $51,000 and will be paid from with budgeted FY17 capital funds. And again, this item, as all items, are up for action this evening.
okay, haven't heard information on the item A. Do I have a motion to approve,
I
please?
have a question, please, sir.
Okay, we need a motion.
So
I'm
moved.
sorry.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Bailey, second by Ms. Baker. Okay, Mr. Johnson.
The numbers that compiled here, is it any local school input as to what is needed other than the standard formula to generate the cost of that?
We do speak, I'll turn over.
So the amount of money that we used, it was divided up based upon the number of students enrolled. That money was then sent to the band directors, and they chose the equipment that they needed based upon the needs of their schools.
But they had no input in terms of what they needed to make the band efficient, just the replacement items, right?
Well, that's all that we're allowed to use those funds for, because it's coming from SPOS monies. So we're not allowed to use that money for anything but buying instruments.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, we had a motion, we had a second, we had some discussion. Any further discussions or concerns? Having none, all in favor, aye? Aye. All opposed, same, motion carries. Item B,
Item B, facility use at Newton High School. Superintendent recommends the approval of the use of the field at Newton High School by the New Rock Bears Football and Cheerleading Association for youth football. The New Rock Bears Football and Cheerleading Association has requested to use the field at Newton High School for youth football from October 1st through October 29th. The principal of Newton High School has consented to this arrangement.
okay, having heard information presented on item B, do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Coggins, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Baker. Any discussions or concerns? Having none, all in favor, aye?
Aye.
All opposed, same. Motion carries. Item C.
Item C, contract for plumbing services. The superintendent recommends a contract for plumbing services be awarded to Royal Flush Plumbing of Lilburn, Georgia. The effective date will be October 12th, and the expiration date will be October 11th of 2017. A request for proposals, which is a solicitation for a one-year contract for plumbing services, was opened August 12, 2016. The RFP process was chosen because this procurement method allows officials to identify the best value by using weighted criteria in price rather than price alone. And with that, Royal Flush is receiving the bid. It was determined that this proposal submitted by Royal Flush offered the best value to the school system. After best and final negotiations were completed, they were also the lowest overall price. The estimated contract value is $160,000, and this cost will be paid for with budgeted FY17 general funds.
Okay, having heard information presented on item C, do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Bailey. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Coggins. Any discussions or concerns? Having none, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same. Motion carries. Item D.
Item D, this is a renewal of contract for fuel card services. The superintendent recommends the annual renewable contract awarded to McPherson Companies of Atlanta for the utilization of a fuel card system for the Student Transportation Department be awarded for an additional term. The effective date of the renewal will be October 23rd of this year, and the expiration date will be October 22nd of 2017. And this item is for action this evening.
Having information presented on item D, do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Baker. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Coggins. Any discussions or concerns? Having none, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Item E.
Item E, print management, renewal of contract for print management program. The superintendent recommends the annual renewable contract for print management services be awarded to Rico USA of Malvern, Pennsylvania. The effective date will be October 30th, and the expiration date will be October 29th, 2017. And this item is before you for approval this evening.
Okay, you've heard the information presented on item E. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion- Motion by Ms. Coggins, second by Ms. Baker. Any concerns or discussion? Having none, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Item F.
Item F, surplus property. The superintendent recommends the attached items be declared surplus and disposed of per board policy DO.
Having heard information presented on item F, can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Coggins, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Bailey. Any discussions or concerns?
You have a question, please?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Johnson?
The 3-com type telephone communication, and it's coming out of, what's I reading it? What school? I saw Palmerstone. Do we have any other schools that's going to remove the 3-com equipment out and install the new?
Mr. Barr, come up in just a moment.
Yes, I know the Board of Education office is one of them, and there's about, if I remember correctly, we'll be bringing an item to you next month in the amount of about $300,000 to complete the phone replacement program.
That would be the project that would remove all of the 3-com type communications equipment.
Yes, sir, that's correct.
And all the schools will be updated,
That's correct.
same equipment.
That's correct, yes, sir.
Now, one other question. Any initiation being done to recover some of this equipment cost? Because there are some outfits looking for this type of equipment. So what are we doing? I know the process that we normally do.
Right, and so, and I'm not sure, to be honest, if that falls under something that we would sell, or if that goes back to a computer electronics processing place. I'd have to find out the exact answer to that question. Typically, when it's an electronic device, we send it back to the Electronics Recycling Center But if you've got additional information about some of that.
No, but what I'm saying is, some of this equipment is workable.
Okay.
Right. There are outfits that search for this type of equipment,
Okay.
and we initiate any action that would help us recover more of the cost
Okay.
by selling it.
We can certainly take a look. at it.
Right.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Any other concerns or discussion? Having none, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Item G,
Item G, superintendent's recommendations for executive session. The superintendent recommends the approval of personnel recommendations made during the executive session.
could I get a motion to approve the superintendent recommendation in executive session on item G?
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Coggins, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Baker. Any concerns or discussion? Having none, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same. Motion carries. Other matters of interest? Ms. Coggins? Mr. Johnson? Ms. Baker?
Not that I can think of.
Mr. Bailey? Ms. Superintendent?
Just a reminder that at the end of this week, we will begin the fall break, starting next Monday. And so I just wish everyone a safe fall break, and we'll see everybody back immediately following the fall break.
Okay. We have some people in attendance here tonight, the Newton County leadership. Would you all please stand, please? Okay, we'd like to thank you all for coming, and I hope this has been an educational experience for you. And again, thank you very much. Thank you. Any other concerns? If not, I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Baker,
Second.
second by Mr. Bailey. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
We stand adjourned.
Oh, you know what I did?
Say what?
Oh, no, you can wait till November. Never mind.
You sure?
It can wait till November.
Oh, just shut
Y'all
it down.
friend called me though.
Go right here. That little circle. Nope. Go back right here to the square. Now go to the circle.
They moved it.
Yes. And then shut down. They updated it to Microsoft 10. I know this.